In this video, we're going to be looking at the farmer menu. So if you are already logged into ufarm, you wouldn't need to log in. I'm not, so I'll need to log in. Use my email address and enter my password. Once you've entered your password, you click on the login button. This will log you into your farmer site where all your houses are shown. If you want to know how to enter a house, have a look at the video of how to set up your first house and how to do that. There is a separate video for that. This video concentrates on the menu. The menu you access by pressing the three stripes on the far left top. So this opens the menu. Now, we start off by looking at notifications for the farmer. If you click on the notifications for the farmer, any new notifications will be shown in the screen. You can open them, you can view them quite easily. The next one is your CO2 and temperature and humidity monitoring module. Now the blue link underneath that is where you would click, and that will then open an external link to the monitoring module if you have one, if you've bought one through the store. Going to click on that in a second. So when you click on that external link, it will open a page asking you for the email and password. This is only available on your monitoring module. I'm going to enter a dummy module which is available if you want to use it. And that will then take you, well, the dummy module will just show you a module that we are running as a test. You will enter, if you have your own box, you would enter the details that's on your box, of course. The username for the dummy module is module0 at farmsapp.co.za, and the password for that is module_0. That is module_0 with a capital M. Then you click on login. This will log you into the page. Now you'll see it has cards and charts. The cards show you the dummy values for CO2, NH3, humidity, and temperature. And then underneath that we have easy to read dial gauges, which shows the CO2, the NH3, the humidity, and the temperature inside the house. Now, if you don't want to scroll down, you can literally just click the cards, which then hides them, and it shows you only the gauges on that module. So that is basically the CO2 and sensor module app. This is the dummy one. Of course, you would enter the username and password of the one of yours if you had bought it. You can just press the back button and go back into ufarm. Then you see the ufarm menu again. The next menu point we're looking at is the marketplace to buy and sell. Again, this is an external link. So if you click on the ufarm marketplace, that will open up our online store. Now that online store is basically one that is written specifically for ufarm, and this is the place where you would be able to buy and sell items. So this is our shop, and of course we have Virokill 5 liters, there's poultry finisher, broiler grower, and then broiler starter. There's drinkers, there's antibiotics, Afri chicken feeds. So this will be updated as we have additional items. Um, quite a easy to use app. It allows you to do online buying, so you can put things in your cart, you can register as a user, you can search for specific items. To get out of this, you just press the back button again. It takes you back to the UFarm app with the menu open. Our next point is the disease identification for farmers. Now, if we click on the poultry diseases external link, that will open unreachable. Unfortunately, I think they might be having a load shedding problem, but that would normally open the Department of Agriculture, National Department of Agriculture's page, which shows all the poultry diseases. I'll just make sure that that link is working. Then we have the 11 most common diseases. If you click on that, it opens the Farming South Africa page with the most common chicken diseases and their treatments. Shows you the 11 most common diseases: fowlpox, Marek's disease, mushy chick, pylorium, Newcastle disease, thrust, and then of course photos so that you can identify them. If we press the back button, the next point is training videos farmer. Now there's 2 training videos. If we click on chicken skull, that will open a chicken skull for us. Press the play button. It loads a 3D model of a chicken skull that you are able to turn up and down. Now, literally, I've just put my finger on that part of the screen, and you can, by going up and down and left and right, you can literally rotate that chicken skull completely. You can press on the little dots, and that will give you a specific name for that juggle. So that is the chicken skull. If we press the back button there, the next training videos farmer is the chick. If we click on the chick, it opens a 3D chick. So again, that is rotatable, turnable, so you can have a look at the chick. Now we are going to add new videos on here, so different training videos, and we're also looking to do a 3D scan, MRI scan of a chick, so that you would be able to see the organs and everything else inside the chick. Now the next point is the broiler news for the farmer. So the external link there, Farmers Weekly. If we click on that, it opens the Farmers Weekly magazine, of course, which then shows the Farmers Weekly webpage, direct link to all the information about poultry in Farmers Weekly, so you can read the articles that are available. It's quite a nice to have. If we press the back button, Food for Mzansi is the next external link. If we click on that one, it opens up foodformzansi.co.za, and again there's some nice articles that you can read in Food for Mzansi. You press the back button. The next one is farming tips for the farmer. If we click that, it shows farming tips specifically for poultry farming, maintaining the coop, protect the flock against disease, invest in quality food, and what all of that entails. So if we click the back button there, the next one is your biosecurity plan for the farmer. So if we click on that, it explains to you exactly what a biosecurity plan is and what biosecurity records you need. So your biosecurity plan has two components. Read through that very carefully. Biosecurity plan is one of the most important things to have large companies buy your broilers from you, like the Spars, the ShopRites, the Checkerses, the Woolworths. So if you click the little forward arrow, the blue forward arrow at the bottom, it opens up your biosecurity plan. This one is specific to you, and you have different different options here. You can choose. You can either choose yes, no, or I'm working on it. So on the left is the question, and then you choose your answers on the right. I'm going to run through this very quickly. So population, mortality, and production on the farm. Select yes if you do keep record of this currently, and select no if you don't. If you are planning on keeping a record but haven't yet started, then click I'm working on it. So do you keep a record of the total amount of broilers on your farm? Yes. Do you keep a record of the amount of broilers per house? Yes. The amount of houses on your property? Yes. The mortalities on arrival and daily? You can do it in the app. So yes. The weight of the broiler on arrival and on a weekly basis before slaughter? Yes. Medication or vaccinations given, what and when from the hatchery and on the farm? Yes. The feed consumption, starter or grower? Yes. Vaccinations done every cycle on days 14 and 28? It's saying I'm working on it. Now your long-term biosecurity goals, traceability. Where are the broilers from, the hatchery or the supplier? It's saying, I don't know. The destination where they are going or get sold to, or who are the clients, live market, abattoir, other clients. I'm working on that. Do you have pedestrian access control, or do you have an access register recording the following? Staff and visitors must sign in at an access point. No, I don't have that. The date, name, time, and purpose to buy or to inspect. I'm working on that. Do you have an access point? Only one access point through a gate that can be locked. Let's say yes. Do you have vehicle access control? Do you have an access register for vehicles? I don't. Vehicles should stay outside the perimeter fence. People walk on the farm and change into boots provided by the farmer or walk through footpaths, but are never under no circumstances allowed inside the houses. I'm working on that. Site inspection, do you regularly inspect? So these are all biosecurity questions. I'm just going to mark all the rest of them no. Just read through them, have a look at them, answer them truthfully, and that will then tell you how far you are on your biosecurity plan. I just want to run through for the sake of not making this video too long. So I'm literally just marking everything else a no. And then I will be saving it so that we see what the percentage is on that. Do you acknowledge that the above is correct and that it is applicable to all houses on your farm? Let's say yes, and then we click save. Now if I click on the menu, it should have updated the biosecurity plan farmer. I'll just have a look at that. The next point is how to use the app for the farmer. If you click on that, it basically shows the information that the first video shows of how to add a house, what to enter, how to read it. So you can go through that quite nicely. The last point that we're looking at is WhatsApp. So if you click on the WhatsApp link, it automatically opens your WhatsApp and it opens a message which you can type. So you can type a message to the developer here and then send. Let's say I wanted to tell the developer that I want them to put the daily weather on. So, sorry, misspelt it. Please enter daily weather into app, and then I click send. That message will then automatically be sent to the developer myself, and I can have a look at that. The last link is not really a link, it is literally just the email address, so you can use that email address if you want to send me an email. So we have now looked through the entire farmer menu. We've also seen how to add houses. So that is everything on the farmer side of the UFarm Broiler app. Just going to log out to show how to log out of the app, and that is the entire farmer side of the UFarm Broiler Farmer app.